SteelEye's value proposition is that we've built a platform that focuses on bringing together data that's required for regulatory conformity. And by thinking about data first and bringing data together in a way that allows for various different unnatural fitting data types to work together, we've allowed our clients to not only fulfill their regulatory obligations, but also to find hidden value within the data that they have.
SteelEye was actually specifically designed to reduce the complexity and cost of managing multiple regimes by allowing firms to meet a range of their regulatory requirements through one platform.
I think the rate of regulatory change in the UK and Europe will certainly slow down, but I think what we'll find now is that the regulators are spending more time enforcing regulation, and as a result, where financial firms will be spending their time is making sure that they have the right capabilities and infrastructure and resources in place in order for them to meet their obligations under law. The impact of regulation on financial firms is obviously a distraction. It means that financial firms need to make sure that they've got adequate resources in place to implement and oversee their obligations under the regulations that they're being impacted by. It's also a big spend. So I think as firms start to implement solutions and processes and capabilities around regulation, they should be thinking about ways that they can actually derive additional value, because we really believe that there's additional value hidden within the opportunities being presented under regulation. One of SteelEye's mottos is that we believe financial firms should comply smarter. And what we mean by that is spend time today focusing on understanding what your needs may be in the future to prevent you having to revisit things in a linear way when new regulation comes into effect. But also think about the possibilities that are hidden within data, within systematic capabilities that can bring additional value to how your firm executes in the market, how you run your business operationally, and how you de-risk your business.
So how can firms comply smarter? Well, if we look at the lead up to MiFID II, what we saw a lot of firms doing was deploy specific solutions to solve specific requirements. So many firms ended up with one solution for the transaction reporting, another solution for the best execution reporting, and so on. But what a lot of people don't realize is many of these regulatory regimes largely require the same data. So by pushing, say, the same data into many different directions, you're actually operating quite inefficiently. If you could instead bring all of your regulatory and financial data together on one platform, you could then leverage that to meet multiple regulations, but also to start analyzing your data in new ways. So regulation doesn't only have to be a pain. If you look at the requirement imposed by so many regulations on record keeping and retention, when leveraged correctly, this can actually represent an opportunity to actually clean up your data, bring it together, and start analyzing it.
Regulation is an opportunity if addressed in the right way. So as long as you're thinking about what are the possibilities that you may be able to achieve out of data sets that you've brought together for regulation, you will find ways to bring value back to your business other than just being a cost and a distraction. Regulation came into effect to ensure that there's fairness and equality and transparency in the market.
So there's a huge opportunity there to gain new insights into your business processes and your operations, which can then support decision making and hopefully help you drive a kind of competitive edge.
I see the future of banking and financial markets as embracing this change. It's a fact, it's here, it's law, it's not going away. So the financial firms of the future that succeed will be the ones that understand that adapt to that, and that embrace this change and focus on actually how do I compete more effectively in this new world.